With the integration between DX NetOps Performance Management and DX NetOps Spectrum established, let's look at how to share Spectrum inventory with Performance Management. We'll start in the DX NetOps Portal on the IP Domains page. On the IP Domains page, we can see the default domain is listed here. This is the default IP domain automatically created by Performance Management. To quickly review, IP domains play an important role in device discovery. Data collectors are used to discover and monitor devices for performance monitoring in the portal, but in order for a data collector to perform the discovery and monitoring, it must be associated with an IP domain. We're working in a demo environment with a small set of devices, so there is only one data collector deployed, and this data collector is associated with a default domain. But there can be multiple data collectors deployed and multiple IP domains created to help manage scenarios such as overlapping IP addresses in a large network. To synchronize devices discovered in OneClick, but not in the portal, we need to collect the OneClick devices in an IP domain, which will then allow the associated data collector to discover those devices in the portal. We can switch over to OneClick now for a look at how this works. After registering Spectrum as a data source in the portal, any existing IP domains are called into OneClick. We can find them here in the Explorer tab, under Global Collections. IP domains in OneClick aren't technically global collections, but they do share some properties, including how to add devices to them. We can add a device we want to sync from OneClick to the portal by right-clicking on the device, selecting Add to Global Collection, and then adding default domain to the Global Collections membership list. If we have more than one device to add, we can create dynamic rules to collect them. We'll right-click the default domain and select Edit Global Collection. Click Search Options, and from here we can build out the rules for which devices to automatically add to the default domain. Now that these devices are added to the IP domain in OneClick, the data collector associated with that IP domain can discover those devices for the portal. We can either wait for the next incremental sync for the discovery process to trigger, or we can manually trigger a sync by going to Administration, Data Sources, Data Sources, selecting the Spectrum data source, and clicking Resync. The devices synced from OneClick will be listed in Inventory, Items, Devices. Now that devices from OneClick have synced, the portal will collect performance data for these devices. In addition, we can use IP domains as group context throughout the portal. We can filter dashboards to include only data from certain IP domains, located in all groups, inventory, IP domains. We can similarly set the context for on-demand reports to an IP domain. Also, because global collections are synced from OneClick, global collections from OneClick can also be used as group context. If any synced devices are also members of other global collections can be used as a group context by locating them in all groups, inventory, data sources, Spectrum, all Spectrum global collections. While IP domains are sorted under global collections in OneClick and can have devices added to them like a global collection, there are a few things that set them apart. For one, IP domains can only appear in OneClick if Spectrum is registered as a data source in the portal. When they appear, IP domains in OneClick have a different icon to distinguish them from standard global collections. Additionally, IP domains in OneClick have slightly different attributes. The owner of an IP domain is always the Spectrum administrator account used to connect Spectrum as a data source in the portal. The description of an IP domain in OneClick will automatically display the description provided when the IP domain was created in the portal. Finally, the IP domain in OneClick will be created with the CAP/CIP domain model type. The owner, description, and model type are all visible in the Information tab in OneClick.